well. I am Mary Hooks, for those of you who do not know me, and I'm simply a servant of Jesus Christ. And I know we all have this question: what is my purpose? What is my purpose? What am I called to do? What did God put me here to do? Well, I'm glad you asked. So when we think about our purpose, it's that thing that keeps calling you, because your purpose is going to call you. That's the reason that God has put you here on this earth. That's the design. You were designed with the intent to do whatever that thing is that God has put you here to do. And so no matter how far you try to get away from it, you like Jonah, that thing gonna come and swallow you up, because you cannot run from the purpose and the call of God that is on your life. And so just sit back and say, what is it that I find myself trying to get away from? But every time I try to get away from it, it's like it just keeps coming back up. It's like I hear it somewhere, I see it somewhere, I see somebody else doing it. It's a longing in my spirit, feeling like, hey, I need to get up and do this thing. That, my friend, is your calling. That, my friend, is your purpose. That is what God has put you here to do. Another thing, go back into your notebooks. You know, we all have like those notebooks just laying around our house, things that we had jotted down. If you have your phone, go into the notes section of your device, and those little notes that you just have written down with like these good ideas, or, you know, you may just at the time feel like, oh, I had an idea to write a book. I had an idea to open up a women's organization to help teen moms. Oh, I had an idea to open up a restaurant. I had an idea to open up a coffee shop where people can come down and sit and talk and fellowship, and, you know, whatever the case may be. And you have the aroma of coffee, and you got this written down in your notebook, right? Go back into those notebooks. Pull out your notebooks, and you'll be surprised. Your purpose may be just sitting in a notebook. Maybe God has already given you the vision. You just forgot where you put it. And so I need you to go and gather your notebooks. I need you to go through the notes in your phone. And I need you to read that stuff, because I guarantee you, when you read it, you'll see these ideas that you have written down. You'll see these things that you desire to do that you have written down. And when you read it, it's going to spark your interest again. And it's going to remind you that, hey, this is the very thing that has been calling me. This is the very thing that I can't get away from. This is the very thing that I've been questioning. Am I supposed to do? When in reality, this is what it is that God has put me here to do. And that's why I continuously see it. That's why it continuously pops up. Another thing, if you feel like you have not found your purpose, and I just got to pause a minute, because I got to slow down and calm down, because y'all that know me in real life, y'all know I be on 10 all the time. I just do that. It's just me. So let me bring it down and slow down, because this is definitely going to be a teaching point, and it's going to be some instructions that is really going to help you find your purpose. If you're like, hey, well, Mary, I don't know what's been longing in my spirit. I don't know. I don't have a sense of something longing in my spirit. I don't know why people come to me. I don't know. I really just don't know my purpose. Like, I feel like I don't know it at all. This is for you, my friend. Get you a notebook. Sit down in a quiet place. I just want you to write vision at the top, and think about the life that you want for yourself. And this can be in whatever aspect. How do you want to show up for yourself? How do you want to show up for your family? What do you want to be known for? When your life is over, what is it that you want people to know you for? What is it that you want people to know Mary for? Put your name in that space. What is it that you want people to know you for? And begin to write it down. Begin to write it down. It's going to be very vague at first, but the more you think about, how do I want to be known? How do I want to show up in the world? What do I want people to come to me for? You know, how do I want to be a service to people? How can I help people? When you begin to write those things down and take it into prayer, God will begin to give you the vision that He has for your life. Because the vision and the plan and your purpose, it's not hard. More than likely, it's something that you've already been doing your whole life, and you just don't know that is what God has put you here to do. And so I just want to leave y'all with that tip to definitely write the vision, write down what comes to mind, and reach out to 5 close friends of yours. If you don't have 5, 3. If you don't have 3, 2. Reach out to a few people in your phone that know you very well and say, hey girl, just sending this text. Give me 3 words that describe me. Or text me 5 things that you like about me. And in those things that they send, you will begin to see your purpose. You begin to find out what you're here for. So if they're saying like, oh, you're trustworthy, you're an honest person, you move with integrity, you're loyal, you're caring, you're kind, these attributes that your close family and friends are saying about you can also be a way that will help you find your purpose and help you find the very reason that God has put you here. So I hope this video has helped you. I pray that you do dig deep into your purpose, because we know that God has a purpose for each and every one of us, and it's to prosper us and not to harm us, and to give us hope in an expected future. And so I want you to operate in your lane. You don't have to be in a hurry to do it, but I'm telling you, when you find purpose, it's nothing like navigating in your purpose. It's nothing like showing up and doing what you know God has put you here. It's nothing like living a life that is fulfilling and pleasing to God. And so y'all, share this video if you have not already done so. Join me, if you have not already done so, in the Overcomer Inner Circle. That's where it's a sisterhood community where we just come together and gather, and I build you up and push you into greatness, push you into your purpose, give you the tools and the practical steps you need to do all that God has called you to do, and be all that God has called you to be. Completely comfortable with the unique way God has made you. Yes, that is a shameless plug. You could go to my website right now, maryhooks.com. That is the title of my first book. Right now it is half off, and it's going to be half off for the rest of this month, so definitely get it. It's where I tell like my story of how not being completely comfortable with the unique way God made me led me down a path of destruction. And so I advise each and every one of you to grab that tool. Grab it for your teen daughters, especially your teen cousins, just teens in your community, or even for yourself. It's a great tool to just see how not being comfortable with yourself or being completely comfortable with the unique way God made you can take you on a path of destruction. And so go ahead and grab my book. Connect with me on social media, on Instagram, on Facebook, She Overcomer on Instagram, Mary Hooks on Facebook. There's so much that God is going to do through this ministry, and I am here for it, because I believe that operating in our purpose is definitely what God wants us to do. And so I love y'all. Until next time, God bless you. Be encouraged.